Hey guys, welcome to our October videos. If you don't know, this entire month we are focusing purely on horror movies since it's Halloween. So I hope you enjoy these videos that are to come and let me know what you think about all of them. I also do have a book out now. It came out October 1st. This book will be in the description down below. I think most of you will like it if you like things in the horror genre. It's called Bled at the Wrong Time. It's about time travel, vampires, love, romance, and California. It's one of my favorite things I've probably ever actually written for myself. Well, outside of that, let's jump into the top 5 horror movies of 2024 that I've seen. So this film was one of my most anticipated films of 2024, but I think something that was severely interesting about this film was what it was trying to do and how it was trying to end a trilogy, which was interesting. If you don't know anything about this film at all, it's the end of the trilogy that consists of X, Pearl, and Maxine. I enjoyed this film, but one of the reasons I put it up here and not any lower is that if you had never seen X or Pearl, or better yet, had no real interest in seeing any of these other films, you would not like this movie and would be greatly confused with what is going on. So if the movies do seem interesting, I would definitely consider watching this movie as it's pretty good, but again, it's kind of insane, so look it up a little bit if you want to, but it's still really good. I'm sure if you even clicked on this video, you've heard of this film before, especially when considering how absolutely viral the film went. I really liked it. It's probably technically more of a thriller film than a typical horror film, but it's definitely worth watching the film, because I really hope we do have a lot more films like this coming out in theaters soon. Basically, consider this film a spiritual predecessor to Silence of the Lambs if Silence of the Lambs crossed over with the X-Files, which is pretty accurate to how I would describe this film. Longlegs also has Nicolas Cage in this film, which, by the way, he does a truly incredible job in this movie. In a Violent Nature is a truly great film to come out of this year. I understand some people think a movie like this would be pretty boring, but I think what's so important about this film, besides what the film is all by itself, is it really shows how much an art house film and horror can really swap and mix genres together, which I think is pretty interesting. Basically, we watch what is a Friday the 13th film if it was only from the perspective of Jason Voorhees. Of course, it's not actually a Friday the 13th film, but honestly, there was so much in this film to really like, so if you are on the fence about this film, please do give it a chance, and I think you might like it. Also, I think they do some really awesome kills in this film, so yes, if you're not interested in the art house, there are some really cool kills. I absolutely adored Late Night with the Devil this year. It's basically a film set on a talk show, set on Halloween. They invite a girl who is infested with a demon, and they also have a skeptic on, and have him try to prove her a fraud, which I think is pretty interesting. It also has David Masterland, sorry if I mispronounced that, starring as the main person in the film, and honestly, I think this is one of the films that I really wish we'd see more of because it's a very big swing, had great marketing, it never felt cheap even though there was a really small budget, and I think it's totally worth watching. Okay, Lisa Frankenstein, what can you even say about this movie? This movie is such a silly, awesome film about a goth girl who brings back an old poet back to life. I really freaking love this film, and I honestly wish this film became more of a piece of this year's sort of cultural talking points, because it truly deserves it, and I think it's really funny. It's really awesome, and it's just overall completely worth watching. Please don't let this film become unknown, because it's totally worth it. And that is the list. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do you have any different opinions about the top 5 horror films of the year that you've seen? Please let me know, because I would love to hear what you guys have to say about what you think they are. If you want to, you can follow us on everything and anything, or want merch or anything like that. The link is down at the link tree down below. Thank you for watching. Like I used to do on a different channel, treat every day like it's Halloween.